why perfection is ruining your life, and how to stop it. Do you ever feel like being perfect is the only option? Like every project, every conversation, every detail, even every relationship has to be like flawless. What if I told you that belief, the one that's whispering, be flawless, or be perfect, or be nothing, is draining your energy and probably ruining your life? You might even say, I already know this. Well, anxiety, burnout, depression, this is all the wreckage of perfectionism. And if you're exhausted from chasing that impossible standard and tired of that critic in your head, then we're about to break it wide open and give you steps to solve it. So this is why perfectionism is a trap, and how I've come to create a simple little process so that I avoid ruining my life and draining my energy. Oh, and hello, my name is Steve. I became a millionaire before I was 30, and then realized pretty quickly that lifestyle was hollow. The success, the achievements, the accumulation of stuff, the status, all just left me kind of feeling empty. And so I went down a different path, a deeper path, to find real happiness. And this channel is all about the real, the raw, the truth of how to get it. So if you like that, then let's dig in. Okay, so perfectionism, the hidden epidemic. I work with about 20 to 30 people per week as like a mentor facilitator. And I find that perfectionism is like the plague of our modern era. And I mean, pride in your work is healthy, and psychologists even have a name for it. They call it adaptive perfectionism. And then guess what they call the thing that doesn't work? They call it maladaptive perfectionism. And this isn't ambition, it's self-destruction disguised as discipline. It sets the bar above the clouds and then beats you mercilessly when you fall short. And every mistake feels like proof that you're worthless. And this is why perfectionism and mental illness walk hand in hand. Anxiety, OCD, depression, it's all there in the research. When your worth hangs on flawlessness, every crack in the surface feels like the end of the world. And it doesn't stop just with you, it bleeds into your relationships as well. It holds others to impossible standards, and they'll run. If you believe others expect you to be perfect, then you'll start to hide. You'll be alone and terrified of showing a single weakness. And perfection isn't just an annoying little quirk. It's becoming an epidemic, one that corrodes self-worth, sabotages relationships, and in the darkest corners, when it gets really bad, it fuels suicidal despair. So the mindset shift, how do you fight it? And this is going to sound pretty simple. And it's stop tying your worth to outcomes. And can I say that again? Stop tying your worth to outcomes. Because the old equation is poison. It's basically, is this flawless? Is this perfect? Equals, then I matter. And here's a new one. Imperfect process equals I grow. Can I say that again? Imperfect process equals I grow. And it's progress over perfection, because nothing's ever perfect. And you're always learning, and you're always, as they say, iterating. You're always adjusting and making changes. So it's impossible to be perfect. So don't try to be perfect. Focus on the process, have process orientation, and not focus on the perfect outcome. It's more about curiosity than control. And it's learning and mastery over the process. Falling, failing, fumbling, these aren't verdicts, and they're not the end of the world. They're literally just the price you pay to learn, to live, to create. And so this is the leap from a fixed mindset to more of a growth mindset. From I must be to I can become. And once you truly believe that, the critic loses its power. This is something that's helped me being an entrepreneur over my entire life. I knew I would fail. I knew there would be failure all the time, and that's part of it. And I didn't care about being perfect because I knew that if I put something out there, then people would see it. Maybe some people would not like it. Maybe it wouldn't be good enough, but I would have a chance to iterate, to make it better, and I would just keep rolling. And I also quickly realized that I had a vision and I knew I would keep improving on that. And so I just kept rolling it forward and I would be okay with it and I would learn from it. So if this is hitting home, then you're ready to trade criticism for growth. So here's the toolkit. You see, a mindset shift is the way to open the door, but taking action and practicing is the way to walk through the door, close it behind you, and keep going. So here's 6 weapons to fight perfectionism. Number 1, become a thought detective. Listen for the voices in your head that might say, oh, you're worthless. Oh, this will never be good enough. Oh, it's not perfect. Keep going. Don't release this. Be afraid. People will think you're worthless. People will think it's garbage. All of these things. Try to really be aware of those thoughts coming into your head and ask them, is this true? And do they matter? And is this going to stop me from moving forward? And if it is, then you can disregard it. Number 2, practice aggressive self-compassion. In other words, treat yourself like a child or like your best friend. What would you say to them? What words of encouragement would you give to them when you see that they're doing something and they're struggling to continue? That's what you want to say to yourself. You're learning. You're human. All humans are imperfect. You're going to do it better every single time that you do it. One mistake does not erase everything and does not collapse your world. Number 3, shrink the task. Big goals paralyze, but tiny goals free you. Even break them down. Use the 5-minute rule. Say, I will spend 5 minutes doing that task, and that's it. Everyone can do something for 5 minutes. And action beats paralysis. Number 4, redefine failure. In other words, let yourself make mistakes. In fact, sometimes make mistakes on purpose. Release something that you think is not perfect and is just not quite there. Let yourself realize that the world isn't going to collapse because you did that. Number 5, and this is the big one, especially because of the internet, and that is drop the comparison game. Stop comparing yourself to others. Social media is a hall of mirrors. Nothing is as real as they make it seem. That's the idea. And unfollow the accounts that wound you. And realize the only competition you want to play is trying to be a better version of yourself the next time. It's you versus yesterday. Number 6 is seek witnesses. And this is sort of a push to find community. Find people who are honest with you. Find people who have your back, who will support you. Find people who will be realistic with you, because perfectionism thrives in silence and isolation. Okay, let's be clear. Killing perfectionism does not mean lowering your standards. It really means liberating them. It means not measuring success by flawless results, but by the courage to keep going, by the grit to try again. Because everything in life is about trying, failing, stumbling, trying again, learning, and trying again. Because perfectionism promises safety, but what it delivers is a cage. Progress is freedom, because it just keeps going. And freedom beats perfection and beats a cage. So, hopefully that helps. Thanks for watching. If you like this content, please subscribe, like, share with your friends. Help me grow the channel so that more people can see it and we make a better world out there. Till the next time.